Peace, y'all, and welcome back to another tea time. You already know the vibes, divine destiny. I got my coffee. What is it that you're sipping on? Grab your tea, grab your water, grab your vibe, grab your blanket, whatever it is that you need to dive into this conversation with me today. Spirit put it on my heart to talk about gratitude. That's the only attitude. But no, what we're going to talk about today is having gratitude for those low vibrational shadow aspects, mirroring situations and experiences that you go through. Now, one of the previous tea times I talked about forgiveness and how you forgive for yourself and not for the other person, right? And I recognize that not everybody is there, okay? I recognize that not everybody is in the space to be like, I forgive this person for what they did to me or for the whatever. Okay, I understand. However, I think a good tool, 1, 2, 3 on my timer as I'm saying this, I think a good tool to use to get to that space of forgiveness is gratitude. So if you're not in the space where you can say, I forgive this person for what they did to me or the experience or whatever, right? If you're not in the space to say, I can forgive myself for being in that experience or staying in that situation or relationship, whatever it might be for you, you can always say, I am thankful for that situation and experience because it gave me a new sense of gratitude. Hear me out, right? So I can only speak from my own experiences. Y'all know how we get down around here. And like my lowest moment, my lowest point, my lowest darkest night of the soul, because there were several, but my darkest one was that relationship that we referenced in this sequence here, right? If you don't know, it's in past tea times. We're not going to get into it here, right? But all I need to know basically is that it was not a great relationship and it ended up in some abuse, mentally, emotionally, and at the end there a little physically, right? Trigger warning, but we gotta be real here. With that being said, I had to learn how to forgive that person for that situation. And it was such a big need for me, I feel, to find it in my heart to forgive this person, even though they had inflicted this pain upon me, because I have a child from that situation. And if I couldn't forgive this person, then I couldn't love my child the way that my child deserves to be loved, right? And so it was very paramount for me to like be able to forgive this person so that I could move forward within my own life, pouring into my child the way that he deserves to be loved and poured into, right? So giving gratitude for the situation definitely helped me move into that, right? And so I would say things like, I'm just grateful to be here today. Like when I wake up and be thinking about that situation, and that's part of it, is like rewriting the narrative. When you have those, this is a great time to do it. When you have those thoughts or like you have those flashbacks or those memories that like pull you back to that situation, instead of allowing yourself to sit in that energy, that anger, that whatever, rewrite the emotion, rewrite the memory, rewrite the moment for yourself mentally and emotionally by saying like, you know what, I recognize that situation and I'm thankful for that situation because it allowed me the space to give gratitude in this way right here. Like, I wake up every day with a new sense of gratitude. I personally wake up every day with a new sense of gratitude because I'm alive to wake up. Okay? 444 on my timer as I'm saying this. And if you don't know, trigger warning, in that past situation, I could have not been here. Okay, to put it simply. So every day I wake up and I am blessed to breathe the life fully and freely, no matter what's going on in my life. I am blessed to wake up every day. I wake up with a sense of gratitude, right? So finding things in your everyday life that you can be grateful for. That situation may have squandered or squashed or just like took away from you entirely, that you now have the freedom and the space to do, like giving gratitude for those situations or those items or those energies or those thoughts or those ways of being, whatever it is for you, right? Just really being in the energy of gratitude allows you to release that situation a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's an example. Here we go, right? We talked about the tea kettle in a past tea time and how that used to be a trigger for me, right? So now, instead of that situation triggering me, I program my mind to say, I'm thankful that I have tea to drink. I'm thankful that I am blessed with this beautiful tea kettle that I get to drink amazing, intentionally made tea from. Right? Rewriting the narrative from that like one item is taking your power back, right? And then once you start doing that in different situations with different items or thought forms or ways of being, you know, just I'm grateful to be able to show up fully and authentically as myself, because that situation, that experience, that job, that relationship that I was in was squandering my light, was diminishing my being, right? There's always something to find gratitude for. So I feel like when you live in the attitude of gratitude, it really helps you move past those lower vibrational shadow aspects, situations that you have found or find yourself in currently. The attitude of gratitude allows you to rewrite the narrative. It allows you to flip the script, and gratitude is one of the highest vibrations that you can sit in, right? So instead of allowing yourself to fester and feel the energies of rage and pain and trauma again and again and again, right? Because if your body doesn't know the difference of like the memory or the actual experience, so you're reliving and putting your body through that trauma, those feelings all over again every time. So instead, consciously make the choice to say, no, that's not, I don't even live on that timeline anymore. That ain't even where I resonate. I'm not even the same being anymore. And then change the narrative. Flip the script. I'm not even mad over that situation. And you could be mad. But okay, I have these feelings toward it. But you know what? At the same time, because two things can be true at the same time, while I still have these feelings of anger, I can release it by saying I am grateful for this situation because X, Y, or Z. Find something that fits in your situation to be grateful for at the time. I promise you, y'all. I promise you, y'all. If you start doing this practice, and it is a practice, okay? It's not something that is going to shift overnight. And it's not just something that you're going to just be like, I was mad yesterday and now I'm grateful today and everything is fine. Absolutely not. Right? I've been out of that situation for over a year, 2 years. And still I have thoughts, I have memories, I have, things that pop up for me, emotions and thoughts. Still. And every time, still, I'm going to rewrite that narrative. I'm going to flip the script. Why? Because this is my story. 919 on my timer. This is my story, baby. And I'm not about to allow the memories of a past experience keep me contained or bound to an energy that doesn't serve me anymore. Instead, I'm going to shift it into the energy of gratitude, because that energy is always going to serve you. It's always going to multiply. Excuse me, confirmation. 9:55 on my timer as I'm saying this. Practicing gratitude so that it can radiate through and to you in every aspect of life, instead of allowing yourself to sit in these murky feelings and emotions. to create and resonate in more murky energy to and through you, right? What you focus on is what radiates into your life. So focus on what you have, where you are, who you are, what it is presently, not what it was in the past or what you think it should have been. 10:33 on my timer. That has been the message. It was not a long one. I'm not going to be on here ranting forever and ever. But if you like this video, share it with someone you love. If you need anything from me, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. And all that information is going to be in the description box below. Until next time, stay divine. Peace.